Now, as Calvin passed through Hawaii Island, there were some unexpected results. KLITV4's Big Island Bureau Chief Jeremy Lee has been up and down the windward coast of the island all this morning. He joins us live right now. Jeremy.
Well, there were some surprise moves by then Tropical Storm Calvin. We expected to see a lot more rain down by South Point. Very different results. Now, as you can see right here at Honolii Stream, it is moving quite a bit. It got a significant amount of rain due to heavy rainfall up the Hamakua Coast, but that's not what was initially expected. Something very different as preparations were made down in the Kau district to the south. Now, Honolii Stream to the north of Hilo was inundated, as I showed you. That stream empties out into a local surf spot known as Honolii Beach Park, north of Hilo Town. I spoke with a few of the guys who surf there, and they said that, you know what, they were going to pass on being out there due to how simply brown the water is right now. You never know what could be floating down there, as one onlooker said.
Here and there's some bigger ones that come in and stuff, but it's definitely the water's super dirty, and I don't know, I wouldn't recommend going out, to be honest. Sticks everywhere, there's a bunch of little debris. This morning when I was coming down, I did see like a little pig kind of floating out.
A what floating out?
A little, like a baby pig, just floating down.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
and like a bunch of logs and stuff.
Imagine that, a baby pig floating right by you. You know, that brown water that I spoke of, I asked those guys if they ever got a mouthful of it, and unfortunately they said more than once, and it does not taste good, not very healthy. Now, I shot video of the Kauhu'ula Gulch, which runs through Pahala to the south. That's where everybody was expecting then Tropical Storm Calvin to hit hard, but it didn't. And back in February, it was a much different situation where that gulch, which looked all dried up this morning, was flowing much like Honolii Stream is right now to the north of Hilo. Now, overnight, there were no significant road closures. When I spoke to Civil Defense in the morning, they said that the night passed quite calmly, actually. As for Hilo Town itself, there was some puddling by the soccer fields near the bay, nothing out of the ordinary per usual, and you know, heavy flow into the mouth of the bay right there, but no major emergencies to be heard from. So that's the news. The unexpected result is Honolii Stream really getting the most of the rainfall, whereas Kau, where we were expecting a lot of the rain, we did not see any flooding that was significant of any type. That's the news for now. We're reporting live from Honolii Stream on the Big Island.
Now, Jeremy, before you go, we saw plenty of wet weather. We still see some wet weather behind you. Now, I do have a question. As a resident of Hawaii Island, what preps did you take, and how were you personally affected by this?
Well, I got that email from my landlord that said make sure that everything is secured, and you know, homeowners are really worried about the wind first and foremost, and making sure you don't have any loose objects on the front or back porch area that could fly around and cause some damage or hurt somebody. So that was one concern. And as I went into town yesterday to the gas stations, to the grocery stores, I saw people stocking up on food, water over at the spigots over by the you know, in Puna and stuff. And people have different needs. Some people who are quite well prepared were only stocking up on gasoline so that their chainsaw would have enough in case a branch came down and blocked their way in and out of their homes. But different needs for different people, I suppose you could say. Back to you in the studio.
All right, KLITV4's Jeremy Lee reporting from Hawaii Island. As the saying goes, plan for the worst, hope for the best. Thanks so much, Jeremy.